Hey guys, Mapletail here. Today is my reaction to reading the newest super edition in the Warrior Cat series, Leopardstar's Honor. So spoiler alert for the whole book. Before I get into it, don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos like this. Also, fan art time. This lovely piece is by Sergio Does Art. Thank you so much for drawing her. If you draw something you'd like me to see, feel free to tag me or DM me on any of the social media linked in the description. On to the video. So as usual, this isn't a formal review, just my thoughts chapter by chapter of anything that stood out to me. And I've already read and talked about the preview that was released for this book, so we'll be jumping right into chapter 4. We get another big jump forward on time, based on Leopard Fur and Sunfish talking about Sunfish's son, Whitekit, which is apparently her second litter. It was cute to see Leopard Fur wanting to train her friend's kit, and Sunfish seeming to approve of the idea. I was surprised that he was apprenticed to Whitefang instead, as I thought Leopard Fur canonically mentored Whitepaw. Maybe this means something will happen to Whitefang and Whitepaw will have to be re-apprenticed. I was surprised to see Redtail causing so much trouble at the border. I know we don't know a ton about him, but it felt a little out of character. And of course we get a Sunning Rocks fight though. Classic. Whitefang's death there was rough to witness, even if it wasn't that unexpected. But Sunfish? Her succumbing to her wounds, received in that same battle, was heartbreaking. She's always been an important character to me, even if she's been such a minor one in the past. Her asking Leopard Fur to be a mother to Whitepaw was so touching. It's no wonder she ends up taking Whiteclaw's death so hard in the future. Whitepaw waking Leopard Fur to tell her that Sunfish had passed, and her holding him as he cried, was so tragic and bittersweet. And damn, that was only chapter 1. It was just really nice to see Leopard Fur training Whitepaw, and to see how close they are. She can be so gentle with those she cares about, and I think that adds some depth to her character. The two of them playing, even with all the grief, was very cute. And while I liked the frog leap scenes, I hope the Erins aren't trying to set him up as Leopard Fur's mate. I just feel like that goes against a lot of who she is and would feel forced and unnecessary. The scene with the two pikes and Leopard Fur and Whitepaw saving Blackclaw from them was really cool, and a unique predator scene among all the usual attacks by foxes and badgers and dogs. We get another battle for Sunning Rocks, and I was correct to assume it was the iconic fight where Oakheart and Redtail died. Mistyfoot saying that ThunderClan killed Oakheart irked me though. This battle was an essential part of the first big plot of Warrior Cats, and the first scene ever shown in the prologue of Into the Wild. And we all know that Oakheart's death was accidental by falling rocks. He was killed by no one. Please, please tell me the Erins are not using the very incorrect Redtail's debt as reference. This is not a scene you can retcon without ruining the Prophecies Begin arc. I was surprised to see Leopard Fur made deputy so early in the book, but it felt like the right moment after everything that had just happened. And I was so happy for her and new warrior Whiteclaw. Mudfur's attitude towards his daughter has been bothering me though. He just feels so distant and unsupportive. And yeah, sure, he's right. Leopard Fur is too quick to anger, and ends up making a massive mistake with Tigerstar. But he doesn't know that bit yet, so he just comes off as unnecessarily unkind to her. I wasn't expecting the gathering where Whiteclaw was driven off to happen so soon. It was nice to see Bluestar as always, and I'm glad we got a scene with Tigerclaw and Leopard Fur. If we get more of that, their future partnership will make a lot more sense. I was so glad to see that Frogleap and Leopard Fur broke off their budding romance when she became deputy. But the way it happened bothered me. Frogleap just came off as harsh and a bit entitled. And lots of leaders have mates, but it seems like the leaders who are she-cats often get screwed over in that department. If it was something Leopard Fur wanted, she should have been able to pursue it with someone. The whole Frogleap x Mosspelt and Leopard Fur being upset about it wasn't super fun to read. Neither was the whole two-leg trouble, really. But I did like a Leopard Fur and Mossbelt team up. I hope they become friends. Reminds me a bit of like Stemleaf x Spotfur and then Bristlefrost. And I liked getting to know the cat a bit, that would one day raise Feathertail and Stormfur. The next gathering is another one we've seen before, where Bluestar says Whiteclaw must return. I liked when Leopard Fur looked up at her broad shoulders and determined eyes, and thought she looked more powerful than the two toms beside her. Hell yeah, she did. What a queen. And we get another Leopard Fur and Tiger Claw scene, now both deputies. I'm glad to get some more development there, and his words are starting to feel awfully manipulative. When Leopard Fur took a patrol out to hunt in Whiteclaw's abandoned territory, I got worried to see Whiteclaw on the patrol. We know he meets his demise in the gorge on the border there, and I'm not at all ready to lose him. When Whiteclaw is sighted, I got even more worried. So you can imagine my relief when it was just a few Whiteclaw stragglers. Side note, I didn't recognize Sorrelshine's name, but I love it. And now Crookedstar is dying of an illness. Is this book going to kill off all the cats I like so soon? I liked the conversation Leopard Fur and Whiteclaw shared after Leopard Fur visited her sick leader. They just clearly have so much love for each other, and their relationship is so heartwarming. Whiteclaw confiding in her about his crush on Silverstream? Adorable. I was not ready for the battle at the gorge, even though I knew it must be coming soon. How dare the Erins attach me to Whiteclaw only to take him away in such a cruel way? And poor Leopard Fur, oh my god. She's losing so much this book. I suppose that's the way of most of these super editions. Leopard Fur's grief was intense. As it should be. She cared for Whiteclaw as a friend, a mentor, and a mother. Her dream about Sunfish was as devastating as it was gay. Her saying how beautiful her starry-pelted friend was? That's pretty gay, Leopard Fur. I only joke because I'm so sad. Her seeing Whiteclaw's battered and broken body, and Sunfish asking how she could let this happen was heartbreaking. I hope she doesn't blame herself too much. The grief will be hard enough as it is. I was glad to see some character development at the end of the chapter, with Leopard Fur promising herself to do better and to let go of the cat she used to be. To start putting reason ahead of instinct. But it makes me sad knowing her future down this path. Lots of retreading through scenes we already know, but I liked getting to see Leopard Fur's perspective and her growth. And I liked getting to see more of Silverstream. It was so obvious that she had started seeing Greystripe, and Leopard Fur following her and seeing the two together confirmed it. It was nice to see more of Silverstream's personality, even if it was different than what I was expecting. I kind of appreciate that she's not just a gentle and kind she-cat, like so many end up being. I was so sad to see she wanted to join ThunderClan, but never got the chance. It also means she probably would have wanted her kits to be raised there after her death, but those choices were cruelly taken away from her. Mistyfoot's kits also get mentioned, and I really hope we get to meet them, as I'm really attached to that family line. Wow, Leopard Fur really is losing everyone, like many past leaders who got super editions. When Frogleap was so determined to catch that carp for his and Mossfelt's kits, I started to worry we were building up to a tragedy. Unfortunately, I was right, as a broken branch led to his drowning. Leopard Fur stepping up and comforting the clan and Mossfelt was inspiring, and our first real look at how great a leader she could be. It's just loss after loss in this book. The flooding of Riverclan camp was traumatizing, with 2 of Mistyfoot's kits being swept away, and all of Mossfelt's. It's just so horrible. I'm so glad Dawn Kit survived, and we know that ThunderClan will find and save Pike Kit and Perch Kit, but still, such a cruel loss. Every scene with Silverstream has been so fun. She's a real piece of work, huh? I love it. It makes me so sad she never got a chance to join ThunderClan and to raise her kids with Greystripe. She could have found happiness like Dovewing and ShadowClan. It's really cool to see how much Leopard Fur knew, and was willing to hide from the clan for Silverstream's sake. Even if she thinks Silverstream's a mouse brain, she clearly cares and sympathizes with the she-cat. I really wasn't ready for Silverstream's death already, but I loved getting to see a Riverclan perspective on it, especially when Greystripe brought the kits and asked to join Riverclan. It was so bittersweet to see Crookedstar with Featherkit and Stormkit, when I know his story so well, and how he lost everyone he's ever loved. It was so hard to read Tigerstar manipulating Leopard Fur after he became leader. Imagine the leader she could have become without his influence. With Crookedstar's tragic death, we finally get to see Leopard Fur become Leopardstar. I always loved getting to see the 9 lives ceremonies, and to see who will give each life. I loved getting to see Riverstar and Whiteclaw, and especially Sunfish. I love that Leopard Fur is just in on all the secrets. It was cool to have her overhear a conversation between Mistyfoot and Stonefur, talking about being kits of Bluestar and Oakheart. I've always wanted to hear more of their thoughts on that. It irked me when they said that Greypool was just pretending to be their real mother, though. She adopted them. She was their real mother. In the last few chapters, I was sad things were finally going downhill, as I knew they would. And so quickly. Rushed, even. Leopard Fur agreeing to form TigerClan, and making up a lie about a herb to get Mudfur out of her way. I'm just so disappointed in her. I was glad she didn't accept Tigerstar's advances, though, when he asked why she never took a mate. It felt like a whole other level of manipulation, and I was surprised that Aaron's actually put this idea into the book, when it always felt like more of a fan theory than canon. It was just so hard to read all the TigerClan stuff that follows. I know it all, and it sucks. Stonefur's murder, the attack on WindClan, and Gorspaw's execution. That one I really did not need to see. He was so young. I wonder what Tigerstar said to him before killing him. I'm glad to see Leopardstar knows that she's made a terrible mistake, and that Mudfur pushed her, asking what she was going to do about it. She screwed up in the worst way possible, but Mudfur's dream was right. It's not too late for her to save the clan she loves. I was overjoyed that she decided to have her clan only pretend to be on ShadowClan's side, and really meant to make it 3 clans versus Tigerstar. Makes me want to reread the first arc knowing this. Leopardstar's love for her clan is clear in all her choices, even the bad ones, and it was heartwarming when she asked Blackclaw to defend the paws at all costs. I was so glad to get a Leopardstar and Mistyfoot scene before the final battle, where Mistyfoot agreed to return to Riverclan as deputy, and to help Leopardstar rebuild it into the clan it always should have been. And her speech and thoughts on Riverclan at the very end of the book were beautiful and inspiring, a perfect ending to a great story. And oh my god, the manga at the end was great. Mistyfoot returning from being captured by Two Legs, and Leopardstar realizing how much she needs her and loves her. Hello, adorable. All of that was so sweet. Thanks for watching. I love this book if you couldn't tell. A Riverclan Super Edition, and one that included Sunfish and made her a more important character. What else could a girl want? If you've given this book a read, let me know what you think. And I'll see you next Thursday.